is a reason why we can't be together this year for CES. We have experienced a year of many crises, a pandemic, an economic crisis, and a social and racial injustice. It's been a year of unrest. In 2020, one thing became very obvious very quickly as COVID-19 began to spread around the world. We leapfrogged 5 to 7 years in the digital revolution. This mass shift sped up the timeline for work from home, distant learning, and telemedicine. We knew it was coming, but it was closer than we realized. Now, instead of being our future, it's our present. The future of productivity is now the current reality of work. The future of learning is now the current reality of school. The future of mobile payment is now the current reality of banking. And the future of streaming is now the current reality of entertainment.
What's going on, guys? It's Mr. DEBT, Joe Lorick from the Money Etiquette Group, and I quickly want to recap what I heard from Verizon and from Hans Vestberg, the CEO of Verizon, when it came to the presentation at CES 2021. It's important that we talk about what they're talking about, because if you know me, you know my channel, I like to talk about investing, I like to talk about financial literacy, and there's no way that you can think about how to move forward in 2021, 2022 and invest if you don't pay attention to what's coming at CES. Now, Verizon put a lot out there. They talked and spoke a lot on 5G and where it's going to take us. And I believe it gives us a lot of indications on where things are going from certain industries, from certain jobs, maybe gains and losses. But also when we're looking to invest, there are a few things that we should have taken from this presentation. So I'm quickly going to recap some of the things he went over and just let you know what I pulled from the presentation.
In 2021, I'm here to tell you the currencies are now current. First, 5G ultra-wideband has an unparalleled upload and download speeds, enabling peak throughputs that are at least 10 times faster than 4G and more than 4 gigabits under ideal conditions. The fastest in the world. Second, it provides enormous capacity and ultra-low lag, or the time it takes for a signal to get from point A to B. Finally enabling a future where remote surgery will be possible. Third, in the future, 5G could support more connected devices than ever before, up to 1 million per square kilometer. And fourth, we'll be able to support mobile connections up to 500 kilometers per hour, or approximately 310 miles per hour, allowing you to maintain a signal even aboard the high-speed vehicles, whatever on an aerial drone, high-speed commuter train, or a self-driving car. And fifth, 5G ultra-wideband will provide faster, more responsive service deployment and a new standard for energy efficiency and reliability. And it just gets better. As we mentioned earlier, the power of 5G extends beyond a super fast network. It's the platform for us to build the future we want, the businesses we want, the consumer application we desire, and the society we believe in.
So the showcase started off with the CEO speaking about 5G technology, 5G broadband, and what it means, and the fact that we are here in a world where 5G has taken over versus where they thought we would be. His prediction, of course, was through Verizon itself and then through other companies that 5G nationwide will be something that will be a reality by 2021, and it is here. However, he said that because of the pandemic, things have sped up, where they felt like, maybe in the next 5 to 6 years, we would see more of the workforce transition to at-home work and having to build tech out to make sure to supplement that change. That was something he thought maybe they had another 5 or 6 years to prepare for. But because of the pandemic, obviously, they had to take care of that now. That wasn't something that could be put to the side. So that was a surprise. And because of that, his main point in this section was that everything sped up by 5 to 6 years, meaning that in 2020 and in transitioning to 2021, what they expected to happen in 2025, 2026 happened in 2020 and 2021, which means that a lot of the tech, a lot of the innovation that was taking place is real time instead of future time. Just think about when we were hearing them last year, and he spoke about this, speak about drones, when he spoke about autonomous vehicles, when he spoke about just communication between people and the speed in which people could communicate. He spoke about classrooms, virtual classrooms, all of these things, virtual offices, all of these things became a reality in 2020. So much of the beginning of his presentation was simply saying, look, 5G is a lot faster than 4G. We're using it faster than we thought we would use it, and it's only going to speed up in 2021.
A good place to begin is by looking at something that has provided millions of people with entertainment and connection when they needed it most, and that's sports. During this past year, sports brought people together even when we couldn't all be together at the stadium. Remember when watching a sporting event together on TV meant you had to be in the same room as everybody else? I do. Or if you were lucky enough to be in a venue with a bird's eye view of the field and the jumbotron. With the 4G technology, you can only watch games the way someone else decided to show them to you, with no ability to customize your viewing experience. Now with the 5G ultra-wideband, we can transform the ways people watch sports. Whatever they are at the stadium or arena, or in the comfort of their own home, or in their on-the-go with a mobile device. Thanks to the 5G currencies like high speed, low latency, and the ability to connect huge number of shared locations, this network is a true game changer. Verizon is proud to be a technology partner of some of the world's most innovative sports leagues. These partnerships have given us an extraordinary opportunity to innovate and bring 5G connectivity to sport venues. Commissioner Roger Goodell.
Hey Hans, great to be with you.
Thank you for being here. Tell us a bit about what you see for fans.
Hans, we're always exploring ways to enhance the fan experience. Our 100th season in 2019 got everyone thinking what the league might look like over the next 100 years. Certainly, a key part of that is the fan experience.
Roger, we are thrilled to collaborate on transforming the experience for fans. We're introducing more immersive ways to watch and engage with the game than ever before, at home or in the stadium.
And that's exactly what we're looking for, Hans. And I understand that Raymond James Stadium, the home of Super Bowl 55, just went live with 5G a few weeks ago.
You're right, and it's so exciting with the 5G ultra-wideband. A higher level of connectivity at incredible speeds will support large number of fans streaming their devices at once. To help bring this to life, I'd like to welcome to the stage someone who knows a thing or two about sports. NFL legend Dion Saunders, who is the only athlete to appear in both the Super Bowl and a World Series. He's now the head football coach at Jackson State University. Hey man, Deon, how are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful, my man. I'm doing good. You're looking great.
I'm trying to stay in shape, but you're looking good as well, so it's great to have you here.
But you know, a lot has changed since I played a long time ago.
That's right, Deon. The game continues to evolve. For example, with the 5G Super Stadium in the NFL app, fans can engage with the select games with up to 7 different camera angles, bringing them closer to the action. And augmented reality lets fans project virtual players with the real-time stats. We're talking immersive, next-generation experience not possible until now.
Absolutely. With all of the different camera angles, I felt like I was right back in it, man.
Yeah.
And the AR virtual players layered with stats is such a cool way to enhance our viewing experience.
What he said about sports and entertainment in 2021 is mind-blowing, okay? We're not talking about watching sports the way we did in the past. We're not talking about having to wait 5 more years before we're able to watch sports in a better way. He's saying because of 5G technology, when it's Super Bowl Sunday in 2021, we're going to see the game in an experience in a way that we've never seen it before. He said 7 different camera angles because, by the way, Mercedes-Benz Stadium, which is in Atlanta, Georgia, is built for 5G. It's a 5G ready stadium. So what you'll be able to do, even though you won't be able to be in the stadium, you'll be able to have virtual experiences from home. Okay, he's saying from your phone, you could have 3D experiences and play different games and different little interactive things that you couldn't do before, which makes you seem like a simulated, created player, which gives you some vision from on the field. Now, not real time. We're not talking about while they're playing the game, but just different simulations that will be different or better than what we've ever seen when it comes to virtual reality. But also when it comes to the in-game experience, now he's saying we'll have 7 different camera angles and they will be able to communicate to us faster. So instead of just seeing, okay, here's a replay from one angle, from another angle, we'll be able to see it from different angles, and also real time when it comes to the game experience. We're going to watch it in angles that we're not accustomed to. Now, will we like it? I don't know, but this is something that's pointing towards the future. What he's essentially saying is that as technology expands and advances, we're going to work towards, because of 5G technology, being able to see players from the player's point of view real time during the game. Meaning eventually you're going to see players in their helmets have cameras on them where they could display and, of course, relay real experiences to us. Just imagine you saw the Ravens play. If you watched recently, you saw the Ravens play and you saw Lamar Jackson and the run that he did for almost 48 yards for a touchdown. Just imagine being able to see that from a field level. Then we could really feel how fast Lamar Jackson is versus seeing it from a higher up level and just seeing it on replays where it has to be slowed down. This is what's coming with sports. And it's not just football. Yes, Verizon has a agreement or a relationship with the NFL and other sporting agencies and sporting groups. But no matter what, this is something that's going to be widespread. I'm watching a boxing match where, because of holographic technology and 5G, because there's low latency, you can see 2 fighters in your living room as if you're in the ring, or at least you have a ringside seat. So you're able to see from a 360 angle when a boxer gets punched in the face and spit comes out his mouth. You would have to move side to side because you think it's going to hit you. That's a different experience. To get that type of experience, you had to be in the arena. Well, what's being said here is that by 2022, 2023, maybe even 2024, we'll see this become more of a norm at home. That's a big change. What does it mean to investors? Well, these stadiums aren't going to need to necessarily house 60,000, 70,000, 80,000 people. You may see more building towards smaller stadiums when it comes to capacity, but more of a virtual experience. It'll be more like an amusement park versus sitting down in an arena with a bunch of people just to watch a game collectively. That's where things are going. And what does that mean? Well, that means that the at-home experience is going to have to be enhanced. Anyone that's working on virtual reality and that equipment may be something you want to look into and investing in now versus 10 years from now because of the change that's taking place real time.
5G is going to change the way we all interact with each other. Smart cities of tomorrow are definitely taking shape today, and connectivity is important when we talk about drones.
I'm Mariah Scott, president of Skyward. I love technology and I love aviation, and drones sit at the intersection of those 2 areas. Skyward invested in creating an aviation development center. You can think of it as an outdoor testing facility for next generational capabilities. 5G ultra-wideband will allow us to manage drones safely and securely and to integrate them into our communities. That technology is like what broadband was for the internet. I'll be able to coordinate fleets of drones remotely to do deliveries, to deliver packages. 5G makes that possible because of the ultra-low latency, the massive capacity and bandwidth, the security and reliability. Those are all critical components to achieving that future vision and doing it in a safe and reliable way.
5G has really changed the picture from us, from going through these small first-person view screens to now we can do virtual reality in 4K in both eyes, allowing you to see in stereo. It's really a game changer. It makes you feel like you're on the aircraft, but from the ground. It really is incredible technology.
Over the last year, Skyward has been working on proving out the delivery use case for drones. We've been working closely with UPS and their drone delivery program to actually test out and demonstrate connected flights for drone delivery.
UPS is working with a variety of partners who are coming together to create this ecosystem of smart cities. The firm is basically an area in Louisville where we can test a lot of these drones. 5G is the glue that puts it all together. That is what enables us to control and communicate with these. Tomorrow, you would order it, and within 30 minutes, it's at your front door. That is the future of delivery we're talking about.
Everyone knows that drones are here, but they're heavily dependent on 5G technology because low latency and speed in communication. You need to make sure real time to tell this machine where to go. It needs to be able to read and direct and tell it where to go at each time and adjust based on weather, based on different variables. But the technology is there and it's being tested today. And Verizon has partnered with companies like UPS to test this technology. So I'm not saying immediately jobs are going to be lost when it comes to delivery, but what I am saying, there will be an opportunity for those who want to work on drone highways. I'm saying it's coming sooner than you think because he used a term or used a phrase quite often in this presentation to let you know where things are going. He said, smart cities, smart cities. Okay, so we're not talking about the suburbs. We're not talking about out in sticks. Smart cities. That's the focus of 2021, 2022, making sure that 5G service is available citywide because this is where that tech will be unveiled first. It's going to be in our inner cities. It's going to be where it's going to be places where the entire city has 5G service, no matter where you are. And because of that change, we have to start thinking about how and who will build the drone highway. Drones just can't fly around randomly because this is the best path to get to one destination. No, if you're going to have multiple drones in the air, which is coming. Verizon isn't the only company that's working with UPS, USPS, Amazon. All of the major players are in the game. Uber, Lyft, everyone's going to be in the game. And everyone's going to want their drones up in the sky, which means there will be limits, there will be rules. You have to create a highway. The same way we have a highway for our vehicles, we have to have a highway for drones. So when you're thinking about investing and where things are going in 2021 and beyond, who will handle those highways? Who's going to make sure that we can watch sports from home in a better way with all these different camera angles, with all this real-time footage that can enter our living rooms without any delays, without any lag? Classrooms. How does it work when your students, your kids, go to school 3 days a week instead of 4 or 5 days a week in person, where 2 of those days are spent home? What happened? Who benefits from that? Who doesn't? And I'm not talking about you personally. What industries benefit from that? Which industries lose? Being able to travel without traveling. Who wins? Who loses? Vehicle upgrades. Who wins? Who loses? Concerts. Keep this in mind. And don't think this is 5 to 10 years from now. Based on these presentations, this can be done now.